Welcome back, everybody, to the very small adventures of Baroness Ulrika Mary Theodosia Smythe Wellington, a saxophone of wherever the hell what have we got? The city of Swallow, which of course we need to rename because yesterday I asked you guys what we should name the city, and basically everybody said name it after Boris, so we'll be doing that very, very soon. One thing I've done is fix the family tree first and foremost, so that Archibald Lord Windsor Flippertofty of All Round Provinces, our original character, is back to being our grandfather. That way we're directly linked to our other relatives in Jerusalem who have, taken everything. People seem to find it quite funny that the AI is doing much, much better than us, but it's not really much of a surprise given that, they went straight to count, okay? We fought our way to get here and they cheated. So, I prepared some interesting stuff for today. Firstly, I looked into, what could we do for expansion, really? And it turns out, as long as we hold a city or a temple, any barony level title, basically within a duchy, we can go to war with the other barons in the duchy. Very similar to, say, how if you're a count in a realm under a duke, you can go to war with your other counts freely. We can do the same thing within our county. It's a little bit weird, and I'm not entirely sure how the war would work, whether we raise troops and they immediately start sieging or something like that. Anyway, it means that we can indeed go to war with our fellow vassals, so we can just seize county there, which is nice and straightforward. Obviously, we wouldn't want to go to war against that guy, but there is another city which, 679 men, yeah, they're going to be way more developed than us this early on, because of course we had to build our city from scratch. But then I thought, wouldn't it be cool if we could get cities elsewhere? Now, fabricating titles won't do that. They'll obviously fabricate a claim on the county itself, or potentially the duchy as well, because that's just base CK2. I believe that's hard-coded as well. So I've added a system whereby we can buy titles from people. Specifically, we can offer to buy one of their baronies. But of course, they're not just gonna take a baron's land and give it to us. If we have a favor on them and a mountain of gold, in this case 1,000, we can basically force them in exchange for the favor to give us one of their, or to sell us one of their baron's titles, and that of course piss off the baron as well. Baron will become their rival and will blame us, will also become our rival too, and we're paying a fortune for the land, but it is going to be a nice unique way to also get landed titles elsewhere. Now of course, that also ties to what I was talking about with the war declaration. We can do that to our own liege and get a random barony somewhere in the provinces, and then go to war with the other barons in that province as well. I thought that'd be a really cool way to expand our realm a little bit, whilst also still playing, really small and under the radar as a baron here, at least for a little bit longer. Now, I don't know how to get favors. I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, swaying characters is the obvious way, being on the council, doing a good job. We can, with the spying on them focus. What is that called again? Intrigue. That's the word. We can use the intrigue focus to spy on them and get some favors that way, as long as we are a baron rank. That's a little other thing I've added there. So might be worth playing as. I mean, it gives us means to play. If we play as a military character, we can go to war for other titles. If we play as an intrigue character, we can spy and get favors on and buy titles. If we're playing as a steward, we can afford to buy extra titles. Like, there's so much more to do now, and I thought it was just like a nice little tweak. Anyway, what are we doing then? Successor nomination. Well, that's probably a good start. Did I not nominate a successor yesterday? We can nominate our sister again. Did she? Oh, she hasn't come back to our court. Okay. Cantable's Ruga. Weird. Okay, let me unpause it for a second. Maybe that's because it's something to do with that. Oh, shit. Oh, right, we're trying to sway our husband still. I guess we could. It would probably make more sense to start swaying our liege, given that, all this new system is in place. Let's get to work. Oh, what inspired me to do this, by the way, is I thought, how many times have we played CK2 and you always get a burgher offering to buy land, and then you get like the minus 25% city tax? I thought, in this situation, we are the burgher, so why don't we offer to buy some land from our liege? Anyway, right, yeah, Bard Mockingham in Damascus. We're going to switch over to swaying this guy instead, so that we can hopefully try and grab some stuff. Yeah, what's going on with this then? Why can we nominate? Maybe we've always been able to nominate anyone from our family. It's just, obviously, we wouldn't want to nominate her because she's obviously married off no matrilineally. Let's go with Boris. For now, we'll go with Boris because he's got the inheritable trait, but they're both kind of around the same. Boris has got slightly more martial and willful. This kid's got slightly more stewardship. I think I'd rather play as Archibald. Although, say that, we might want the Marshal to get as many troops out of our province as possible so we can go to war with the other counts. You know what, I'm going to go with Boris for the time being, just because he does have that trait. Well, as of time of recording, the most upvoted comment on the city name is Borisgrad. There's another really, really close comment as well that was called London, which is a reference to, I guess, Boris Johnson being the mayor of London. But I thought this one made a lot more sense, This one was a bit more on the nose, naming it after our great father there, rather than some guy who wasn't born for another 800 years. So, also, we built in, as it says there, Swada, but in this case, Borisgrad, we finally finished our village, which gives us access to so much more crap. We can start by building a poor district, gives us another 5% levy size and 3 tax income. What are we looking at right now? Man, we are rich to say that we're just a baron, huh? Minor poor district, tax income plus 3. I guess we probably want to just stick to nothing but tax, right? Now granted, the levies would actually be more useful. If we focus on the levies early, we might be able to get enough troops to be able to take another title earlier and get more gold out of that one sooner. But I think by the time being, we'll stick to the some of these tax again. That one gives negative tax because you need to upgrade all 3 of these before we can go to the next level of village, as it shows there. So that one's sort of a cost associated with it. We'll go for the poor district then, seeing as that's tax plus 3, and it's going to be a long time before we can upgrade to village. Now, what about tech? How the hell do tech points work? There's going to be a lot of stuff that we can't build, like, let's see if I can find one here. I was going to say there's going to be stuff that we can't build because we don't have tech, but apparently we're still at the minimum level of buildings here. Yeah, 0. We don't get any. Of course, you don't start getting tech points until you're until you're a count duke? Duke? I think you don't generate tech points until you're a duke anyway. You can get tech points as a count. But we're going to be limited in how far we can upgrade anyway, so a martial character who can get the most out of our round might be the only way we could declare war and get some of these other provinces kicking around. But I think the city of Dara should be one of our first ones to go for. We can take temples. Now, I've already tested this one. Not only can we take temples, but we can basically, we can delegate it. We can make a vassal, inverted commas, which would obviously make them a baron of a vassal. It does work. So they are counted as a vassal in terms of game mechanics there. It's a little bit weird, again, as we are a baron as well. But it does work. So if we do end up taking a temple at some stage, we can even declare war on a temple holder. We absolutely can. That's interesting, because of course temples most likely have the least men out of temples, castles, and cities. So that might be a good way to get a province that we can obviously raise troops from mainly, but also get some tax out of it too. Granted, taxes would be at a reduced rate, because of course we would have to give it to a vassal, save holding it ourselves there. It's also Damascus, which I guess is pretty important, huh? That would be interesting. Okay. And how many troops we got right now? 115. One thing we could do as well, can we also hire mercs? See if we can... Victorious Crusaders. Where? Oh, against the Aztecs. Yeah, of course. Silly me. If we can hire mercenaries, that could be another method to take some of these baronies away. How much are they? Oh, man, that's so much cheaper. Holy shit. So it's like 1,000 gold to buy a title from our... if we're a baron, if we're already a landed baron there. So we need 1,000 gold plus the mercenaries as well. This could be fairly interesting. Okay. Why don't we save up for some of these guys then and just immediately try and snatch up some of this other crap in Damascus first? Oh shit, look, we have the option to burn a courtier, gain 30 piety, but again, like I said, we actually don't get any ticking tech points, but we could gain 50 cultural tech from this, and there's no ramifications for it either. Unless she obviously is a satanic, a member of the Satanic Society and ends up killing us dead. But this might be the only way to get tech points. Oh, they're all level... I guess we just take on the county points then? Okay, very weird. Fine. I'll take the cultural tech points. Oh, we also gain diligent from that. More importantly, that's going to be way more useful. Holy shit, that's fantastic. So one thing I was going to say is I'd like to join another society, because right now the sandpit, sure, it's great for getting traits, whatever, learning disciplines and whatever else. But to be honest, apparently the Court of Brothers is really fun, and it's also useful as well in that it gives us diplomacy, general opinion. Build cost, build time. Ooh, that's quite expensive. What was was it the Stewardship Society that reduced it? One of them reduced it. Oh, it's the Hermetic Society. Right, okay, which we can't join. Okay, what are these guys giving? Tax modifier plus 20%. This time it is useful. Morale of armies minus 20%. If we're all in the city, this seems like the perfect one to go for. Even if none of the missions or they aren't super fleshed out, the 20% tax is quite huge. What do we need for that? Stewardship 10. Shit, we're like 1 point off. Oh, but we've already got rulership. Hey, you know what? Maybe a bit more rulership, folks, or even flipping over to business and becoming a trader. That would allow us to get into that society. So, I wonder if we can debase the mints as a baron. I only wanted to find out. Fuck it. Oh no. Everyone knows I've spent years and years directing the work of my book. When today I presented with the final product, frankly, I find myself a little disappointed. To My Descendants by Ulrika, Mary, Theodosia, Smythe, Wellington, and Saxophone. It's a quality one, but this is probably garbage. Dynasty Opinion plus 5 actually isn't too bad when you consider that we've got the election to do. Oh, it's a... Yeah, whoa. Why is... Hang on, whoa. It's supposed to be agnatic, cognatic, democratic election, isn't it? And now we're just on elective again. What happened there? Okay. I was reigning for 20 years. I don't know why. We flipped succession law? Did that happen yesterday? I just didn't notice. That's really weird. City of Boris and Damascus too. I don't know. Honestly, don't know what's happened there. To be honest, I kind of like to go back to the democratic election because I like the system that they've got going there. Oh, well, never mind. Novice costume on several occasions. The cards has never ended well. Terrible man. He's a disgusting one-legged man. Where is he? Who are you? Oh, he's part of the society. Right, okay, thank you. Yep, we will expose his dishonest ways to the world, and he was never seen again. So Sadiq has come to our court to try and train us. Now, we are trying to get, like, what, 1 more point in stewardship? So stubborn actually might not be too bad here. Sure. If we could actually nail that and get it, then we only need, like, a single point to actually go up taking the business focus is almost guaranteed going to give us that, because of course you get Aspiring Trader, and then eventually Trader, which gives another +2 on top of it. So it is slightly better than Rulership, which gives given the +3. Erudite? I mean, we'll take Erudite. I'd rather try and get Erudite than increase my... Oh, shit, we can do it. Debase the mints. And then... Okay, we'll also follow his advice. Oh, we also got Greedy. Hey, nice, okay. Oh, we already had Greedy? I'm not entirely sure. But now we can buy mercenaries. And we can buy like 9,000 mercenaries. Obviously, we don't need that many. So, if we're going to go to war and try and take the other provinces of Damascus, we should do it in one fell swoop and take absolutely everything. So why don't we, I mean, even take the temples and then just delegate them out? So that way, this guy will own the county of Damascus and the obviously capital castle there. We'll have absolutely everything else. Yeah, okay. This is a good play. I like it. So what do we need then? What's like the most powerful... what have you got? 1,500. So we'll need minimum like 1,500, but of course his garrison will be added to that as well. So to actually siege it down, because if we have mercenaries in the province, he's obviously not going to raise his troops. We're going to need, I'd say a mercenary band of about 4,500 men will be more than sufficient. We're not going to assault it down or anything. We will just sit there. So not only have we got to be able to afford the 4,500 men, we've got to be able to afford them for like 12 months or something like that. These guys aren't too bad, but they are 18 gold a month. Wow. Shit, they're all very expensive, aren't they? Fucking hell. 11 gold? What do we sort by the... Oh, you can't sort by monthly cost, can you? What's the cheapest monthly cost? Because if we can get like 4,500 light infantry, that's all we need. We don't need archers. We don't need horse archers, pikemen, whatever else. Just the cheapest army possible. Those guys are pretty good value. 3,000. So we get those for like 12 a month, and then those for 8, so that's 20 a month, and we've still got the troops that we need. We got like 5,000 troops out of that. Okay, you know, we'll crunch the numbers on that later on. Oh no, that's not going to help with swaying him, is it? Because we have the Wrath trait. Ah, shit. Okay. We're pissing off our liege. Well, we're going to piss him off even more in a second when we take all of his Baron level tiles. Gregarious would be quite nice, because we've got Shy. So that would flip it over entirely. Of course, nothing again. Oh my god, I swear to god, if she passes this training too, we'll ignore that one, because I think we're alright without that one. If we pass it, that would be incredible, because that also gives us a chance at gaining some good traits as well. I don't think we will, all things considered. We'll follow his advice, because we've already got trust, since we've only got nothing to lose in that scenario. Brave? We don't have Brave, but it's the question again of, do we want to ignore his advice and try and progress with our combat experience, or do we want to follow his advice and try and gain Brave? I would be alright with Brave. Is that March +2 personal combat, Vassal opinion, same trait opinion? Oh, I don't know. Alright, we'll follow his advice. What did we get then? Oh my god, we actually got Gregarious. Oh, but he said no. Oh, you coward. Okay, you know what? We got Gregarious out of it. So even if we didn't progress our fighting skills whatsoever, that is way, way more useful. Actually, some diplomacy now. What, did we start like 2 today? That's a pretty good gain already. Diligent and Gregarious in a short amount of time is quite nice. Another guy's turned up to train us immediately. So again, this is a really good system just for manipulating your stats, even if you're not interested in combat whatsoever. My friend Yves has really let himself go as late. What are we as a character? We're wrathful. We are Gregarious though, so I don't think we would... I think we would know better than to just... Although, Wrath, though. Stop stuffing yourself, you fat pig. Okay. Zealous? Nothing. Come on, give me some of these good traits. Brave? Nothing. Come on, you fuck. We got Gregarious, so look, I can't complain that much, but I would really like... No, we're not losing Ambitious. That one is a definite no-go. We got absolutely nothing, but we did pass. Okay, so there's 33% chance of losing Craven, 33% chance of losing Cruel from this one, both of which would be better than the Novice Fighter. What do we get? We lost Cruel? Okay, that is really good. Wow. Okay, slight redemption arc here then. So we've got 437 gold now. This is what I was really waiting for. You've got to be careful we don't accidentally wander into this army of 10,000. But now we can definitely afford a pretty sizable troop count for long enough to siege down all of these separate provinces. Because not only are we going to siege down the castle, we'll start with that one, mainly because it's the first one. But I also want to take, like I said, everything else, both temples and the city too. What's the downside to doing this? It costs like maybe like a load of gold or prestige. So when we declare the war, we lose... Oh, nothing. It's only if we make white peace that we lose prestige or surrender, and then we obviously have to pay reparations as well. But to actually declare the... That's so good. Okay. And it also says seize county. It's just the barony. It does target the barony there, given that it's got the barony shield. Okay. This is cool. So let's get our... Let's get some troops together here. What are we looking for? Preferably something that's not super expensive. A total strength of around... I mean, these guys are good. I think I'm going to take these 2 units here, merge them together, and then immediately declare war on everything. So we've got 250 gold left. I'll work out the actual, the amount of time we can keep around for. But if we declare war now, none of these guys can raise their troops. So we can just sit on the province and siege it down one by one and take absolutely everything. Apparently, this is also fully legal. All right, then, let's see how it goes. Okay, 3,000 defenders, so we kind of expected that already. Oh, that's quite nice. 3.5% every 12 days. Not too bad. Who died? Make curative salt. I always imagined I would be the first to go, but now in the one morning the departure of my friend. I don't know who this guy is. Oh, I remember. He was the guy who became friends when we went to a feast with our liege at the capital. Oh, let's drink in his honor. That's a great idea. Or we can kill ourselves. Oh, no. She's a bit useless, though. To be fair, we started redeeming him quite well. Obviously, I mean, just diligent, gregarious, ambition, all fantastic traits. Greedy is also not bad either. Nah, we're gonna stick to it. What would Boris say if we were giving up this easily? He didn't give up, and his father didn't give up. God damn it, Quod wouldn't want me to try. Let's drink in his honor. Sure, whatever. Get out of here, Samson. Oh, we became close friends with my good man Murad. Well, who are you? Okay, he's from our realm. That makes a lot of sense. We can find solace in each other's company. Another friend. You're welcome. Okay, and these guys are reinforcing. They sent me half mercenary rounds. That's a bit rude. Oh, shit. Watch out for those guys. They would fuck everything up if they decided to head over. So we're losing 17 gold per month, but I imagine these guys are going to be way less defended, so we could drop one of those mercenary bands to try and save some cash. Can we borrow money? Yeah, we can. Now that we're landed characters, we can borrow some money. I'd rather not do that, because of course it would be difficult for us to pay that off. Okay, let's just see how it goes. Maybe when we get desperate, we'll wait for the money to really run dry here. Oh, shit, it's not going to quite add up. Great Holy War for Lithuania. Don't think we really care about that one, thank you. Duke Adrian died? What, as we went to visit him? We also gained a trait. Oh my god, I thought that was sympathy for Judaism. We did get sympathy for Christian, where we were trying to sway him. Let's start working on his son, then. Can we, like, hey, do you want a book? It's a fucking riveting book, honest. You'll never be able to put it down, probably because you won't pick it up in the first fucking place. Come on. 104 gold left. So we'll take this one out. We might be able to assault the rest down. To be honest, I don't mind doing that, because, of course, they are just mercenary bands, so I haven't really got any ties from there. Boom, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to drop one of these mercenary bands, because they are way too expensive to keep both going. Split in half. Let's drop, what do you think? Let's drop this half here. Okay, there we go. And then we've got 1,384, so 7.6 every 12 days. Should just be able to afford that now, right? Well, obviously not, because it's half the cost, you moron. Okay, it's way less expensive now, so we can keep this army going for a good year, and that's about it. Do the numbers add up? 12 like, say, 7, 14, I say like 20% a month, roughly. Okay, this works. This works fine. Don't think we'll be able to take both temples as well. What's the garrison like? Yeah, the temples are actually quite nails, aren't they? Oh, this last one's not. All we got to do is get to this one. We'll assault the last one down. Boom, there we go. Okay, so let's offer you peace. We'll take the province, and then we'll offer this guy peace as well. Very nice. Holy shit, this is working really, really well. So this one, I just want to get rid of. If we can afford it, we should start bringing a little bit extra tax now. There we go. Very nice. Take this one out, and then we can just assault the last one down. My god, this has worked so, so well. I can't believe it. No. Fatigue? Live. Don't do this. Let me at least finish these wars. Let me assault them down. We're good. Okay. All of Damascus is now as, besides Damascus itself, besides the capital province. My god. And we've got 5 provinces. Of course, we do have to give away the temples. Like I said, we can flip these into vassalages. So we've now got this lady who is a baron? What? Damascus temple holder is the wrong type. Did that just make a new... What the hell happened there? I've never seen that happen before. Temple holding wrong type as our... So we gave a temple to a feudal baron, and now it's complaining it's the wrong type. That's not my problem. How is that my fault? So we shouldn't technically also hold a barony as well. Shit. Okay, well, we'll give that one away, and then we'll just use it to raise troops from instead. Very nice. Okay, so we've got ourselves a second city, which, of course, we'll need a name for. You know what? I'll name this one, whatever is the second most voted one on yesterday's comment section, which I think is still London. Oh, look at that. We got it done in time as well. So they were just about to attack our province there. So if we weren't any sooner, we'd have lost our mercenaries and interrupted our siege, whatever else. Okay, Liege, now is when you bail us out, please. What's this war over? Oh, Damascus. Oh, shit. That's me, though. Is that gonna, like, game over us or something? Okay. We won't panic quite yet, but that's not fucking good. What's his attrition? Get out of here. What's your attrition, pal? I was going to say maybe we'll be able to save up enough money quick enough. No, we're not going to be able to afford it sieged. 1.3%. Yeah, no, this is going to be very difficult unless our liege decides to pull his finger out of his ass. Well, he did. He sent in all of about 6,000 troops, and now we're gone. Okay, so we're still in control of... No. Oh, you know, this is all ours. We're fine. It's also got infidel tax, too. Local tax modified plus 20... Do we get the 25% local tax? How does that work? I have no idea how Digitax works, because I've so rarely played with it. Okay, it's both our best whatever, and we'll eliminate some poachers. Yep, that's fine. So who gets the tax in this scenario? It's the top liege, isn't it? Because it's a tax on infidels, i.e. us. It wouldn't make sense if we were also making some bonus money out of that. It's quite nice, though. Okay, antidepressant. Oh no, if this isn't too fucking close to home. Stuff another chunk of meat down my throat, lying over my empty dinner table. My stomach is starting to hurt, but I can't stop myself. Eating is the only thing that brings a spark of happiness. No, you can't do it. Okay, I need a diet. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Or I don't care, I need this. What does that do? That it will... Oh, it might help us become less stressed and depressed. Okay, but she will become fat. I don't know what is better in this scenario. The health would be kind of nice, and actually losing stress and depressed would help out as well. What's the downside to this? We just become fat? That's not a problem at all, is it? Or we take hard diet, but I don't think that'll help with stressed and depressed, will it? Let's do it. Let's take this. We might lose either, or she might just be fat and sad now. Oh, she start a YouTube channel. My god, it works. This is not real. Okay, I feel so alive. This option is available because you have the fat trait. Antidepressant removed for us. We lose trait depressed. Nice. She is still stressed and she is still fatigued, but there's no reason now that we couldn't try and get into shape because, of course, we are part of the society. So now we'll try and work it all off. She's feeling less depressed. She's feeling motivated now. New Year's resolution 2020. I shall start lifting with heavy rocks. It didn't work, but it will take some time, and hopefully we'll build ourselves up back to... I don't know how to get rid of stress in a hurry. Well, I mean, not have business focus would help out. Oh, shit, this is big. Okay, organize an expedition. So this will allow us to get that stewardship point that we need, in theory. I think even if you fail, you still get the stewardship point, don't you? You just get aspiring trader or something like that. Let's organize an expedition. We need one stewardship point, and we can join the society, too. This is a big day for Ulrika Merithiodos. She's achieved so much today. I normally go for the Kura Bandits steal the ship, but... given that we've got a lot of extra cash kicking around right now, and I want this to succeed, because we've got both of these cities as well, so that's quite high tax. Let's go for it. I'm going to not risk it. I take a slight refund. No, let's not risk it, because we don't have the skills. We've got gregarious, though, which allows us to pass one of the skill checks. We don't have a high enough learning or a high enough diplomacy to get through the others, so I'm not going to take any extra risks here. My dear Baroness, if you think I let any vassal of mine support factions conspiring against me without taking action, you are sorely mistaken. I can't read. If you value your wretched life, you will not swear not to take any form in such faction form. Signed, Duke Robert of Damascus. Oh my, I swear, I've never seen that before. Wow, because we have the Craven trait. Damn, you coward. We take all of his provinces, and now we're, like, groveling, hoping that he won't execute us. Okay, we've gone to France to go and trade with the man called the Money Pincher, who hates us. This was a terrible plan. We can send him if we can send him a gift normally, it would be able to increase his opinion. That will affect the success of the mission here. This is a waste of time. The chance of succeeding this is very low. It's, to be honest, it's probably like 50-50 right now. So lose the 30 gold for 15 opinion. It's not a great start. Because of our high learning... Whoa. We've got 10 learning. Where the fuck did we get that? Okay, we've got enough to pass a skill check, which makes no sense at all. And we actually did succeed. Thank God. If we were one learning point less, we would have failed that. Very nice. And then we go, look, we get Trader, giving Stewardship +2 as well. And now we can bail from the sandpit and join the Karimis. But I am going to wait until we've gotten into shape first so that we don't die. He's doing his duty, or we can reward him appropriately. Nah, I think we'll stick with Greedy. Oh my god, it actually worked. She actually got back into shape with the warrior training. Very nice. Okay, not too bad then. We're still got to get rid of stressed and permanent fatigue there, which could be a problem as well, because that does cause some gameplay issues. We won't worry about that. Okay, she's just tired. Definitely not going to kill us dead. Novice Mirza advanced that immersion in a group of hardened veterans would let their experience rub on you. Well, I'm still ill, okay? Give me a break. I'm going to say every word wrong today. Follow his advice and gain shy, or ignore his advice. We've got nothing to lose by... Oh, no, we're not shy anymore? Right, because we're gregarious. I'm going to ignore that. That was it. Wait, that was it. That was easy. Holy shit. One of 3 options will happen. Lose Craven, lose Misguided Warrior and gain Tough Soldier. That would be pretty huge. Or 33% chance of getting Novice Fighter. If we can upgrade her education doing this, that would be fantastic. Bear in mind, she was the worst of our kids, just purely down to her education, but that might be a way to redeem her. My god, we actually got it as well. Health plus 0.5. Very nice. My husbando has the flu. Can we even hire a court position right now? Hang on, let's re-enable these then for the time being. Curses. Right, okay, so we've got the prestige to actually give away minor titles. Here, take the lot. Cupbearer, whatever. Now we've got actual kind of vassals to worry about, so we should be a little bit more careful about that. Trade Master, get him to work in on the Trade League. And then we've got some honorary titles here I can dish out too. So Squire. We could Squire one of our sons. Who I also forgot to educate. Luckily, they're coming out pretty okay. So Boris is coming out an okay warrior, but... Oh, man, okay. That's not... Go for Intrigue? I mean, I did add all those new Intrigue mechanics. Alright, fine. Boris the Spy. Welcome. And then with the other son, God knows what we'll do with him. I did give them Guardians, though, so that's at least something. We could Squire you, but given that you've got Brooding, Fussy, Conscientious, and Timid, you'd make for an even better Spy. Let's not do that, then. We don't have to take on a Squire, by the way. Like I said, that just turns their regular stats into Marshal, so we're going to avoid doing that one. Give them funds. Oh, shit. Yeah, this guy we just made Trade Master, by the way, so we can go off and trade with the Trade League, which is a separate mod. Give them funds. Yeah, all right. 250 gold. Why the hell not? How much are we making right now? $9.8 dues. Wow. And then, of course, you got monthly expenses as well because of the taxes there. All right, fair enough. What's the worst that could happen? My good man, Hillel. A possessed, cruel, stubborn, envious, wrathful man. Yeah, what's the worst that could happen? I was going to say not bad, but that wouldn't be the truth at all. Okay, flamboyant, schemer, bountiful, Jew, groomed, stubborn, patient, greedy. Patient is his only redeeming feature here. Bountiful is obviously quite nice as well. Wow, you are bad. We are not knocking it out of the park with any of these educations. Like Boris's generation was good, as in our character's father, Boris's generation was pretty good, between him and Sir Digby Chicken Caesar. But Boris Doherty Mogford Archibald is shit. So it's all down to Archibald Lord Windsor Flipping Tofty. And to be honest, given his traits, kind of feeling this kid a bit more. He's also got high stewardship as well. Eliminate the poachers. More mints. Minty fresh. I'm up for it. Okay, I think we'll probably drop the society now then. We've gotten into shape. We've gotten some pretty good traits. We could keep going with our military education, but from playing this mod pretty in depth, I would say at this stage, it does take a very, very long time to do that. Especially because we just kind of got lucky with that the first time. We've also got to go through all the fighting traits as well, so it could potentially take years. At which point we just die anyway before we've got an army. So I think we'll drop that one, and we'll go ahead and check out the Karami? I have no idea. We're going to check this one out instead, because this is like a brand new society to me too, so there should be some, should hopefully be some interesting stuff in this. Oh, bollock. I've made a mistake. Is not ill. This is what I was talking about earlier when I said there are certain gameplay effects with that. We can't join any society now because we're ill, besides the sandpit. I've made a mistake. Shit. We got permanent fatigue as well. So we can't even cure treatment because of the whole court physician thing not being at court when it happened. Oh, bollocks. Okay. That might be it then. That might be it. We might just be stuck with the... Honestly, it's not too terrible. I suppose we can upgrade our education after all. You wake up and go to the window and greet the sun, and then you suddenly realize that your castle garden has been neglected for years and turned into an overgrown and chaotic disgrace. Absolutely. 454 gold. We've already got Diligent, but obviously we'll stick with it. Or we can have a close friend. So we can get nothing, or we get ourselves a friend. Fine. Let's get the friend. Statues of the family. Dynasty appreciate the gesture, all 2 of them. Because, of course, we actually, if we follow the family tree back here, we count as a separate dynasty entirely from the Appiano branch of things. So there was obviously Boris, and then Sir Digby Chicken Caesar and his progeny. Speaking of which, I haven't actually checked up on them. I wonder what they're up to. Oh my god, they've got so much land! What the hell have you guys been doing? Hang on. Let's sort by... Just go to the dynasty map here. Excuse me. Oh, can you not break apart the dynasty map? Oh, that's because it's religions. Okay. Sorry, hopefully you kind of understand my mistake there. Okay, let's try that again. So I want to see there we go. Okay, so that's all Diapiano there. All of this, part of, all of central Jerusalem is Diapiano. What's this one? And then over here we've got, of course, of House Normandy. That makes a lot of sense. These guys are Salian. Okay, this is weird. This is very weird. They're 3 mighty houses of Europe. Of course, Diapiano gets so much land. I'm genuinely quite surprised at that. He's actually the Duke of Jerusalem now. So so the AI has finished the whole series. My god, they've gained even more land since we last checked. Holy shit, that's actually really, really impressive. And what are the other ones? So we've got these guys which just hold a single county there. You're also Diapiano. My god, that's fucking insane how well the AI have done. I gets into debt to build a fountain with wine flowing through it, but bear in mind this fountain only lasts as long as we do. When we die, that's it. That's a lot of money that I don't think is really worthwhile to give us 0.5 monthly prestige on top of the base fountain. We'll take the regular fountain, okay? Just because, again, when we die, we lose it all. And to be honest, she's probably not long for the world if she's permanently fatigued and also stressed like this. Let's import some flowers. The Pavilion 2 plus 3 opinion is generally okay. That's not terrible at all. We gain Gardener. Okay, fair enough. Stewardship plus 2. Hey, even more stewardship. She's not a garbage character. She's genuinely becoming an okay character. 12 Martial, 11 Stewardship, 11 Learning. I mean, the Learning's relevant. The Intrigue is pretty bad. Like, we are quite susceptible to assassination, so we've got to be a bit more careful here. Yeah, we're not hiring anyone else. I should really now focus, rather than building fucking... Oh, God, I'm so confused by this round borders. Rather than building guns, whatever, actually upgrading what we've got. Oh, man, this city was a good get. Look at that. Wow, this city is so much better than the fresh city we built. My god, that's insane. This is just a marketplace with a few shacks. This one is like a proper city. Holy shit, wow. Dirt track or well. So this one is honestly going to pay for itself in no time at all. Like, those mercenaries were definitely worth it. Ooh, the stewardship. I like it. And he's patient as well, and greedy. So this kid is, like, perfect for stewardship. He's got a very high chance, as long as the Guardian is good, of coming out Midas touched here. So... Oh, the Guardian is good. Yeah, Shrewd, it gives a bonus to it, and he's also Midas Touch with 15. As long as they... So I'm not going to go into all of the education changes, but as long as he's got 15 in the stat that we're going for here, then that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I mean, if he had Patient Diligent, obviously that'd be better, but Shrewd definitely adds on to the increased chance of getting the best education. This kid could be incredible. Like, genuinely has a very strong chance. I think it's like 57% right now of either 57 or 63, I don't remember which round it is, of getting that high-level education. So this seems like a pretty good heir. I'll briefly explain the Trade Master for those of you who don't know. So there is a really great mod called the Great Trade League, which gives you this whole system of trading that's like massive compared to the base game's very feeble attempts to do like trade routes and whatever. There's a whole resource map where provinces sell resources based on what's been found in the province, I believe, is the determining factor there. So like this place, for example, have a silver mine, this place has a gemstone mine. Buy and sell resources, send out caravans, etc, etc. It's very in-depth. We might look at it with a future character, especially one with high stewardship. But what we can do is we can offload these the society to a character that we designate, and the high stewardship the better, so actually we should probably sat this guy in favor of someone else. That character, we could then ask them to focus on making profit, at which point we can take money off of them, depending on what they earn. Or we can get them focusing on investing. Now, given that we haven't got a title, we haven't got a county, there's no point getting them to invest it, as far as I know. I'm not sure how well that will work. So I'm going to say let's just focus on profit and then take money off of him when we need it. That way, he's just there to really use society to earn us a couple of extra. I really love this system. Like, get me AI to automate that to some extent. That's actually genius. Although, this guy, really not a genius, so I'm going to sack him and we're going to try and find someone slightly better. Oh, the capital converted again, huh? Capital province flipped over to Catholic. So we could send more Jewish settlers from our city to the province of Damascus to actually convert it back. It's not really worth it for the time being. Although, saying that, we are rolling in gold, huh? For the time being, let's just stockpile some cash a lot and obviously build up what we've got, because this new town could be very nice. Can we make that like our primary town? Is that even possible? So where are we right now? It just says that we are in Damascus, which makes a lot of sense. But yeah, we can't make that primary either because our house is technically the primary tile there. Okay, so let's just keep upgrading this one then. What can we get out of you? Carpet merchant, 1.5 tax. Or we upgrade the town and obviously be able to upgrade everything else in the town there. Quite nice. Or we could focus on getting some of the other... There's got to be more tax we could squeeze out of this one to start off with, surely. Well, like the citizen district, no, not very good. Tax collector is obviously very good when the town is a lot bigger because it's a flat % bonus to that. And there's 5 levels of it too, which is quite nice. Well, gives the levy size and tax income. I guess it's not worth it, is it? Okay, in that case, we'll go ahead and stick down that carpet merchant and focus on upgrading this one first. See if we can get the most out of this one then. So this could be a way to get a favor out of our Duke, who's also our friend. Whoa, really? When the hell did that happen? Friends with Duke Robert the Chase. I had no idea. Okay, I'll let Robert know I'm the only reasonable candidate to become Marshal. We're petitioning him for a position. He said no because he's a filthy scatterbrain. We're too controversial. Okay, that's a real shame because that could have been a nice way to also gain some favors with that. Henri Diapiano is known as the On-Ready. Good. Absolutely he is. And he's rivals with some other dude there. Wait, who are you? So this is Archibald Lord Winterflip in Tofferty's like great-grandson now, I believe. How have they gone through so many generations so quickly? Given that we're on, like, our second character now. Or we're 2 generations away from Archibald Lord Windsor. That's insane. Making money so quickly. I just wish we had a favor. To Ulrika Mary Theodosius, my bones, we want us to hunt someone down. Are we a good duelist? No. Also, we do have that permanent fatigue, so I'd rather not, to be honest with you. Okay, so let's save up a bit more cash, then we'll see if we can pursue... Might want to flip over to the Intrigue focus. Even if we are garbage at Intrigue, there is still a chance that we could get a favor. And of course, if we get a favor, we can then buy another barony. And then if we buy another barony, we can go to war again. And that's going to be our progression, unless we obviously want to jump up to count. Which I don't know how to do that, to be honest with you. I have no idea how we actually go up to count. I think we have to maybe make an offer on one of the titles directly. Yeah, purchase county, there you are. Well, just come into county if we have enough gold. So we can spend the 1,000 and obviously go and become a count. But of course, that runs the risk of also becoming a landed. At which point, I guess we regress back to being Baron. I don't know how that works. Can we go back from... So obviously in CK2, if you're a count and you lose your last county, even if you have another castle somewhere else, you just get a game over. I wonder if that's the same in this. I wonder if we go back to becoming an unlanded character or go back to being a Baron or something like that. That'd be interesting. If not, it's obviously way more risky to buy a county and make that our capital. Of course, we'd also have to worry about threats from external realms as well. Be a lot of weird shit going down there. I'm kind of happy to stay as a Baron for a while because we've got some real mischief today that I kind of like to stick with. Spy sneaking around my castle. Carve out his eyes. There we go. Speaking of intrigue, if we want to get a bit of practice, that apparently is the way to do it. Fine, let's flip. Let's do it. And let's spy on our liege. Because that way we might be able to just quite quickly prize a secret out of him and then maybe buy that title quite early. So obviously the chance increases if he's actually doing something wrong here. So if he was married for a start, that would help out because then we could say that, oh, he's cheating on his wife and then gain a county, potentially gain a favor out of that. We're upgrading from small town to full-blown town. No. Oh my god, he was a fortune builder as well. It would have been so easy to upgrade him. He was a patient, diligent, just fortune builder, and someone assassinated him. Could it be, perhaps, the son, interested in rulership, who was trained in murder and espionage? Boris Timok von Archibald, did you just kill your... Who's fucking cutting these people there? My god, can we build a hairdresser in one of these towns? Jesus Christ. Did you just kill Archibald Lord Winterflip in Tofferty? I'm so annoyed. This is yet another fucking generation where the good kid has died. They're animals. They're animals. Only noble characters are civilized. I can't believe... Spy on him and uncover his darkest secrets. What do you think? I can't believe you... Oh, I mean, what am I going to do? I mean, find him guilty of murder and then execute him and then lose the game? Obviously not. Oh, shit, that's so annoying. Wow. Well, I guess there we go then. I guess the game's made up its mind. Boris, you madman. When we play as you, you better be that fucking good. Thank you all for watching. I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted and annoyed with Boris. But we must end it here for today. We've achieved actually a massive amount with this garbage character, which is kind of impressive, given that she's garbage and have no redeeming features whatsoever. Thank you. Hopefully tomorrow I won't be horribly ill, and then we can get on with the the funny jokes and the good times, and I can actually read something without messing up all the words. In the meantime, though, thank you to the insane top-tier level patrons. Thank you, by the way, to the new patrons who have joined us over the past couple of days. We actually do have some vassals now, so I suppose I can start taking names for the series. I believe this is the updated list. Again, if you're missing from these lists, make sure you shout and scream at me until I fixed all the problems. Thanks to Alchemia, Anthony Golly, Sinikirito, Atmosis, Average Gamer 419, Bacon Kitten, Bellex Strongbow, Ben Hoffland, Chesty, Crosis, Chris, Derek, DKO, Donald, Fakuna Vasquez, Gogolus, Harik, Harry McGowan, Iguana_, James Shea, Jonah Waters, Justin Wallace, Caden Carter, Michael Mullen, Norstrus, Necrophilin, Pelvis Presley, Rodin, Scott, Skaz, Slippy Nips, Somnus, Shay, The One Ring, Tom Terry 18, Tyler Kendall, Tyler McClam, Vacuous Backers, Varagon, and William Green for their support at the insane tier levels on Patreon. Thank you guys for supporting the channel at these, going to the highest of the high, the best of the best. Thank you. What a stupid outro. Thank you as well to Uwu Daddy, Astro, Adam Person, Adrian Ellison, Alex Bogard, Andrew Walsh, Andrew Wilson, Anchor, Astro, Attila, Betimus Max, Better Valerian, Blood for the Blood God, Brittany Lee, Bwen Gunn, Chris, Corgi Circus, Dapper Go, Don, Don227, Emerald Beam, Foosh, Gabriel Van Ders, Gaz, Genji Zerka, Gothamo, Grey, Haji Dumar, I'm Sagataire, Icy the Great, Irotha, Jackson P, Jay Lara, Jacob Wolfie, Jason Sushu, Jose, Jibus Cross, Joran DeVries, Jessica Smith, Job's Lucky Sister, Jilly Bundle, Joseph Beard, Justin Pluck, Justin Rules, Justin Waters, Kevin Saunders, Lepus, Llewellyn Thomas, Luke Wallace, Manuel Bosic, Mustolp, Monty, Mosi Sampson, Munda Difflin, My Name Isn't Dio, Nathaniel Limburg, Nick, Olivia Kaiser, Organised Confusion, Pan Samu, Pantherpearl, Peyton Denisar, Kamar Ishmael, Rai Ace, Russian Oligarch Billionaire, Ryan Hooper, Sam Kears, Scaps, Shardul, Silkworm, Smirtworm, Smooth Octopus, Socrates, Superman089, Sweet Sea Talar, Tony Laban, Volta, Voodoo Momo, Void Prince Kibo, Will Wade, Wilson Atef, Wolfie, Yellow 4, Yorkus, Zach, and Zetlock 2. Thank you guys all for your support over at Patreon. See you guys all tomorrow for more espionage and playing most likely as shitty little murderous Boris. I'm so annoyed at him.